He's got the defuse, getting 2 flushes. Let's get into it then, shall we?
Well, we shall. Fans are ready, I'm ready. Neo's got a kit. He's ready for a defuse if it goes that far. Fallen being the utility player as always. They haven't gone for a raid boss. Good flash in though, catches Taz out because he can't get back around the corner. Snacks gets down the stairwell, only finds the first headshot, and it's Taco to trade it immediately. Lovely start. Taz got caught, tried to go for the strafe jump in blindness and just clipped the corner. That's a very good position as he's pushed up. Oh, it's not the headshot he intended for. It's FNX over top of his target, Taco, but Taco's got the shot in return. So again, it's traded, which still gives the advantage now to SK. And they're getting the bomb in a position to group up back toward the B tunnels, the snakes, the connections by Dragon Lord.
They'll go back towards A at this point. You can see coldzera, he's actually got full control of the A bomb site. He's seen cities rotate out as well. So Fallen is using that information. coldzera has completely ascertained the A bomb site's open. He can sit beneath balcony as well. The CTs have gambled on the B side play coming in. The bomb will be planted momentarily. They have got a kit, sure, but at this point, 3 players to find a bomb to defuse as well as no real information as to what's going on right now. I would say this round's over. SK Gaming is such a fantastic position as well. Can go for the most open plan available. Not going to take that, but still decent enough to have players towards long 8. There it is, Fallen with the USP, and now the retake begins. I really don't think VP can do this, but if they do, it'll be phenomenal.
Yeah, Ali tries to get in a better position coming through the doorway as the smoke dissolves. He'll spot Taco's shoulder. That shot, though, and Taco's vision states exactly where Bialy is. Remember, Neo's still alive in this. He's the one with the kit, so Bialy's got to be the one to brawl with the armor. Gets in close, and Cold's going to end that thought. So too is Taco on Neo.
There it is. 1-0 there. Initial brawl at the start of the round towards mid. It was Neo facing in first, had to fall back, and then Taz got caught and actually trying to rotate out of position as well. Pasha with a great position towards B Hall. I thought he had locked him in at that point. I think he could have had a time with more trigger discipline. Maybe they did check it. I didn't quite catch it on my screen, but still, the position he had, I thought it was completely shut down at that point. He only finds 1 frag, and then coldzera doing great work. Long A by himself, gets control of the A bomb site single-handedly, and at that point, Fallen calls him for the rotation, managing to lock it down, and VP can't do anything about it. So, a force find in the second round here. Quite a heavy one as well. You can see Max 7 and Scouts coming in, but FNX bravely faces towards mid, takes on Taz after throwing the Molotov. 5 on 4. Don't really have to work too hard for this one now. Snacks, we said he likes to be aggressive towards long A, and it pulls off. The timing works fantastically for him, but the nades, they do not.
Yes, exactly that. The nades back in. Snacks will go down. And down a man, Virtus.pro in this situation as Pasha pulls his scout into a position at long B. Now, Fur's gotten up into the corner, which is going to entice his teammates to come back over in this direction, and therefore the scout down the long corridor. If it finds the P, never mind. It could have been promising, but Fur, on the back of a perfectly timed flashbang, is able to find a shot over top of the wall and then run forward to find Neo inside the drop room. My theories never work, Henry.
They don't, but when they do,
they look good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
well,
that one time.
Just Bialy remains now. He's got, he's got body armor, so I was about to say, and only a CZ. He does manage to take down another player there, but doesn't choose to try and pick up the weapon. He's trying to keep the upgraded pistol here and the armor, try and maybe catch some rotating CTs. There's a Mag 7 there for him if he wants it. I'm sure he does. UMP down there as well. I think the Mag 7 is a very viable weapon on Cobblestone, but yeah, there you go. I'd say keep that. It makes more sense to me. If he gets another kill with that Mag 7 as well, does get an extra $900, but should be taken down there for the Mag 10, finds him. And yeah, I think that's a new addition. We haven't had the terrorist win in this arena so far. A new sound effect for us.
I think we've had it.
Have we?
I don't know.
Maybe
I haven't really been paying attention.
I haven't noticed that before at all.
Well, it's all right.
I like it though.
I'm glad you like it. They did it just
in case you forget. You get a nice little sound cue now. 2-0 in favour of SK. This should be the full EK from Virtus.pro. On the CT side, it's definitely a T-sided map. So, in terms of that force by in the second round, this could be where the window really starts to open for SK Gaming though. That first gun round will be indicative of how this game will go down. First gun round is going to be such a struggle for him. Snacks gets a deagle as well. Has he got the money to justify that? He goes down to $2,100. Okay, so he must have got more kill. I guess he maybe got a Max 7 kill on the previous one.
Good push in from Cold. He's going to take down Taz.
He did as well. He actually did. I remember now.
Pasha gets Cold back, but it's Fern Taco. And Snacks going low. It'll be caught, shuffled out, pushed one way from an AK, caught by a Mac 10, which actually gives more money to the Mac 10. Not a bad situation to be at 10K for Fur right now.
Bonus round, as you would say, Matt. 2 UMPs and Mac 10, and the thing is, Virtus.pro, they can't really afford to have a ton of utility here. They know there's a lot of SMGs available for them, so they have to opt for head armor. They get 5 M4s, but you can see no HE grenades, only 4 smokes, no incendiaries for sure, couple of flashbangs. It's going to come down to them having to take the jewels at this point. I'd say maybe face towards the upper platform or try and take some of the close range situations, but You would assume something very fast coming in from SK, considering they have the SMG heavy mentality. Boosting Taco up. He's actually got one of the AKs. That's towards the upper platform. It's such a big round.
He's going to go, yeah, boost. So Bialy's going to go up to watch tree. This will pull Neo back closer toward the drop room, and they've also got Pasha in position on this B site, but the decision for Pasha is to play a support role at this point in time, and Neo's going to get closer to the wall, or excuse me, to the drop, but underneath the wall, a Molotov's going to land, and as such, she's got to rotate back away. Still leaves 3 inside of the B site, though. And Taz is also rotated in toward the connector. Holding the window, we saw him do this against SK. 9 kills over 2 rounds at the major from this position. FNX has already spotted him though, and he's going to put a Molotov down. Taz, he goes very low. Other side of drop, meanwhile, Pasha times his peak correctly and takes down Fur. Has to go for the reload. This brings Tree back into it, gonna flash out. FNX doesn't spot it, can't see anything, but Neo's gonna get found, and Bialy's traded after only 1 kill on top of the tree, but Pasha's managed to stay alive in this. He's got 2, drops down the low HP on Taco in the bomb. It's taken out of the hands of Fur, excuse me, of Fallen, but Cold. Finding Pasha brings it to the one-on-one versus Snacks. And I don't think he's picked up the bomb in the side of the site. So Cold, maybe he did, because he's going back toward the tunnels.
Well, 1v1 now at this point. Snacks going to be holding up.
Okay, he did pick up the bomb, so we can't see it in the 1v1 cam, but he did get the bomb on the way through. Hence why, and at this point, it should be obvious. He's heading toward the A site. Snacks has read it very well, though, to get cut back toward the balcony.
10 seconds remaining as well.
Perfect position. Cold's going to go and go for the plant, and peekaboo. Bye-bye. Pasha clutches it out. Lovely play from him inside of the site to start it off when he took down Fallen and then reads the rotation from Cold.
Snacks doing a good job there. Like you said, reads it very well indeed. I could see on my screen we didn't actually have a ton of time to work with there. 10 seconds remaining. Cold just has to go for it. He's got no information as to where Snacks could be. It's a bit of a gamble for both players at that point. So he goes in towards the bomb site, goes to the plant. Snacks completely takes him down. It was, you have to remember, their bonus round from SK Gaming. It comes down to a 1v1. That's actually pretty beneficial to SK overall. You can see now the reinvestments come in. Virtus.pro, they've got a max 7, a UMP. They save an AK over before, and he's got the AWP. They're actually heavily favored going into this one. It could mean a double eco if Virtus.pro drop this round. So they need to be very careful there. Still a great position for SK to be into.
FNX already through the smoke at the bottom of middle. No check to danger, left Snacks in a position where he could have caught him out for this, but he elects to go passive as well, and that gives Taz a false sense of confidence to rotate back because Snacks never got the information, and therefore FNX gets in a position, catches him in transition, and Snacks has no idea where he's gone. And FNX is going to be smart to cover these rotations, but he also might think the site's open. They need to check back out to where Snacks is.
That's the key thing here. Snacks is undetected for now, so the terrorists could think it's an open bomb site. Oh, the jump might give him away now.
Not 100% sure it was heard. Pasha's going to take back FNX as well. He was the one anchoring this position. So they're going to commit, and now it's favorable for Virtus.pro because of Snacks. Fur goes down. They've got a brilliant crossfire set on the fact that they lost the man inside of the site, and Virtus.pro set up accordingly. Taco's going to take down Neo, but it's still a 2 versus 3 against SK, and that's just gotten even worse as Fallen can't find the shot through the wall. It's going to be Snacks taking him down, grabbing the AK, or excuse me, the AWP as well, and closing it on the Taco as he rotates back.
That's so smart from Snacks there. He knows he's let his teammate down a little bit there, allowing him to walk up towards mid. Just bad timings really to allow that to happen. So FNX is calling, well, you know what? The A site's open, guys. Come in. It's absolutely fine here. Snacks waiting towards the stable, very patient, not giving anything away at that point, waiting for the full commitment from them. He actually times it to perfection as well. Gets a kill towards balcony, then faces middle with some very strong flashbangs as well, and he's throwing towards the end there, locking down Fallen with the ult, picks it up and manages to win a huge round of Virtus.pro. Like I said, that would have been a double eco situation for VP if they were going to lose it after the 1v1 before. They managed to win it convincingly as well, save an AWP and break the economy of SK Gaming. So they should be tying things up 3-3 here. This is going to be a really good map now. No one's going to be running away with it just yet. As we go into round number 6, just Tech 9s and Snacks open things up with the ult shot Fallen.
Nice shot indeed. First man crossing goes down, then the rest of them will pour into the same positions. Strafe jump to try and bait a shot away. It does when they cross all the way over, and he misses the shot on Taco. Now a little bit of fumbling as they trip on each other. Snacks and Bialy have to backpedal toward the balcony. As such, it leaves Taz wide open to a flashbang, and he goes down in no man's land. Good spray transfer, Bialy, but Fur is able to wrap in with the Tech 9. Bomb's been dropped at the bottom of middle. They have to go back for it, which is going to cost them some time in positioning, considering they've only got the one gun picked up on Cold Zero. It was Taz's weapon that he's going to grab. Snacks dropped it over to him at the start of the round. So Fur's going to try and wait inside of the site. for that bomb to be delivered. They still can't get toward it because Cold's not sure exactly what waits toward danger.
Bomb has to be planted, of course, but Snacks, he's locked it down. They have to cross to connect the doors. They don't have any smokes, no grenades. Just need Cold Zero with the M4 in hand to actually try and find something out of this one. You can see he hasn't really got many options here. He has to just nail a really sick shot here. He can throw it across. That's actually pretty much all they could have done at that point. It's actually going to enable them to come in. So now the retake begins. Still have a chance to win the round, but that should shut it down. Neo finds a kill on Fur. And Cold Zero towards long 8. Does he really have any grounds to try and do anything with this one?
He's very far removed from where the bomb is. Neo's already crossed. And they should know that it was thrown, so he's got to be out here somewhere. Snack's going to try and get himself toward the bomb as Neo goes hunting instead. Good shot through the wall! Cold Zero! He's got 2! Pasha's just barely got it in return. No kit. There is one near the bomb. I think he had time regardless, but take no chances.
A first shot through the stable. What the hell was that? They didn't even know he was there. Just sprays through and finds the perfect headshot. That's insane. Okay, Cold Zero. 6-second shot as well. Ever you got the third, that would have been the clutch of the series so far.
That would have been incredible.
Too much. I think you would have lost it.
Yep. It's true. Would have.
Wow. Okay, then.
Was already starting to be fair.
Yeah, I thought that would have been it for you. Oh, there it is. Round number 7 comes in. And Virtus.pro. Another tight situation considering there wasn't much of a buy from SK, managing to do a lot with it. Especially in that 3 versus 2 as well. Cold Zero making things very exciting. Going to Snacks with the Max 7 this time. Not going to be bringing the AWP to the party, but Fallen will be. Towards drop down. Looks like they'll be trying to get some position here, but Bial is waiting for them. Backed by Neo as well.
For backpedaling away from the drop position, has a teammate with him. Bomb as well is over in that position in the hands of Cold Zero. Fallen's going to play the small gap down toward the bottom of middle. It's going to give Snacks a chance to push, as we always see. But Fallen is still considering this as a possibility, hence the flashbang going in. And it is a shotgun, to be fair. It's not like Snacks has range to go for the peak.
Well, for Pasha, known to be very reckless on this upper platform position. Good at getting the frags, but can give them back just as easily. Neo, what are we facing there? They have to drop the smoke from the CT side to actually stop any rotations from that initial entrance point. They have the platform, and Neo finds the boosted player. That's Taka going down. 12 HP, but he gets out of it as well. It's very rare that CTs can push and find frags like that and be proactive, but Neo, that's a great play from the CT side. Like I said, that smoke towards the B halls actually denies any sort of vision from the terrorists there, isolating the boosted player. Managed to get that first pick. Takes a dink in return, but that's fine. We've got the man advantage. Pasha
going to be walking back in from long. It's Cold to burn Neo alive, and good push in from Taz. Times it well in the window, and Pasha hits the shot on FNX. Never mind the fire. It's going to be all Virtus.pro closing them inside of the site. Taz is so good in the reverse drop position.
Absolutely. He times that so well. You're absolutely right there. As soon as he hits the footsteps, I guess at that point, Neo's just found 2 frags. His teammates, in terms of the terrorists, have to react and do something from the drop down. He hears them come in. They're not going to be focusing towards the window at that point. They're going to be trying to get to the bomb site. He finds them just as they're about to make their move, gets the double spray down there. And at this point, it's a partial buy from SK Gaming. It's going to be Virtus.pro with 4 rounds in a row after losing the pistol here. Tech-9's body armor. A couple of players have had armor here, a couple of smokes, and maybe an A split coming in. They are going to have 3 players towards mid. Very fast indeed. Snaxo with the Max 7 looking to shut them down.
Shots come through, and Virtus.pro sprays in successfully. Pistol's not able to find anything in response. Snack's going to get pressured slightly, but he's got himself in a position that the shotgun should be favorable if it were in his hands. Unfortunately, a nade was.
Yeah.
Gives Cold the shotgun and a bit of movement mechanics to try and get back toward long, but good luck.
After his teammate's got 3 kills there, probably would have been better off after he's sort of playing danger, just trying to challenge with the close-range shotgun, but like I said, caught with the shotgun out. Cold Zero trying to do anything he can with it now. Won't be able to farm an extra $900 for the team. But a pause comes in after 5 rounds in a row for VP. So a full buy available for SK for sure. They will be buying around this one. I assume this is tactical at this point. We never really know. Does it say on your screen?
Does not on my screen.
Actually, I can probably tell in game.
You could probably tell in game.
Let's have a look. So Fallen's calling the pause. They haven't said otherwise, so I assume it's tactical. Yes, tactical. So, they've lost 5 rounds in a row. After winning the pistol 3-0, they're up against it a little bit now. Snacks with a great game so far. Neo finding some vital picks in the last couple of rounds as well. Pasha, aggressive as usual. And SK up against a double AWP setup now. Snacks and Pasha bringing it out. Like I said, for me, it's probably the map that I don't like to see the most on, but if you do get rolling like this, you get 5 rounds already, manage to pick up one up for free. Why not give it a go, see what you can do with it? Like I said, Snacks, very aggressive towards that long A position, more than happy to face a T long angle as well. Seems to get away with it most of the time. He flashes over, and if he knows he's not up against an AWP, then he can do a lot of work at that one. The problem is now, lots of money available for SK. They certainly can bring an AWP out. They wanted to. We haven't seen too much in terms of their actual full executions now. It's been lots of defaults here, trying to get towards the A side, working those picks towards drop down. We haven't seen them get the upper platform, do a full wall of smokes as of yet. It's been working the picks and trying to overwhelm the CTs here, but there's such a good clutch play and group work from Virtus.pro overall. The unpause comes in. He said double AWP set up. After the pause, though, we saw Virtus.pro do it before. As soon as you know your opponents, I should say, take a pause, they're going to adapt. They're going to try something different at this point. So, is this the perfect time for you to go aggressive and try and maybe a boost with the AWP towards drop down? Push long, like I said before. Try and get that first pick to shut down. If they were going to bring some sort of strategy or set piece to the table, find that first kill and throw a spanner in the works. That's what you want to be trying to do after the pause comes in like this.
Snacks on the AWP, getting more aggressive. Down toward the bottom of middle, smoke in front, can't find the angle, nearly does. Oh, that is close.
That's the play. Could have been it.
Molotov thrown in, he's caught on the ramp. He's smart to go to the far corner, not the adjacent one at the top of the ramp, because he would have been caught when they peeked around. It is going to be Taz to pick up one, but Fallen trades that and put Snacks in the back of the site. Bialy already dropping in from the balcony, shuffles into the open. It's oddly enough that play works more than you'd think it should. It's Snacks to hit the second shot, but FNX with 2 has still made this doable. Lovely stuff from Pasha up close as Cold goes down through the vent, and FNX is now a little bit confused on which way to look. Smoke will allow him inside of the site. Wants to go for the wide plant, but doesn't know that Neo is close, and as such will go down immediately.
There it is then, Snacks aggressive towards mid there. We said he's working for that first pick there. Doesn't get it, but lands some successful grenades as well. Discombobulates the terrace with an incendiary actually at the start of the round. I mean, 2 of them are actually really in front of their teammates. He slows them down, Taz backs him up as well. That was also key for Virtus.pro and Nuke as well. They were reading exactly where SK Gaming were coming in, slowing them down with the utility long enough to call for the rotations to that point, and having, it felt like every single time, 3 or 4 players waiting for them. This one was no different. SK, after a pause, that's all they've really got to show for it, is a fast mid play after getting smoked out. They try to capitalize, but shut down once again. Pasha with a lovely shot through the vent. It's going to be round number 10. 6-3 now. 6 rounds in a row for the Polish side. 5 AKs available for SK Gaming, but not much utility. Going to have to be another basic approach here. Maybe just dissect towards long A. Fallen going to be first going in there, but Taz spamming through the door. Doesn't find anything just yet, but does. I'm not sure if he spotted 2 players there. You can just about get past if you time the jump correctly.
Inside of middle already. Taz this time better than it was in the last position. What? Much better, in fact, as he swaps to the pistol. Oh, they wanted the knife. Bialy takes it away, but Fur goes down. And Bialy actually did go for the gun. It looked like he was going to run in and try and knife until Taz ran out of ammo.
Well, there it is. It's going to be SK. Pretty much the exact same approach we saw from them last round as well. Slow default to start, well not it's slow, maybe a 15-second default. Rush towards middle, hoping that you just see an adjustment from the CDs there, but Taz, like you said, goes 2 better than he did before. 2-man spread on with the M4A1S, pulls out the USP, nails the headshot as well. There's really good flashbangs. Great synergy for the CT side at the moment. And broken the economy of SK Gaming. It will be now 7 rounds in a row. They're running away with this one. May I remind you, this is SK Gaming, one of their best maps on the T side, which is favored as well. Now broken once again. They get over Tech 9s. Body armor, only flashbangs remaining as well. It's going to take all of those going off at the same time to give many presence on the B side here. 3 CDs waiting for them.
Molotov inside of the smoke, so when they push through, they're going to be taking damage. That forces them to drop out through the smoke, and Bialy greets them. As too does Neo. Eventually taken down from Fur coming up from drop, but he's the last alive in a 1 versus 3. Bomb down inside of the site, and a vast play from SK is going to be fastly shut down in return. And Virtus.pro's looking very solid right now on the CT side.
I would say SK looking a little bit lost for words. They're not bringing a real tactical game to this one. Just trying to bring basic approaches, pushing as a unit. Very basic in terms of the smokes and flashbangs coming in, just trying to hold a position, going together and use the brute force of their individual skill, which is not being delivered so far. The big names not really lighting up the scoreboard so far, like FNX, Fallen, both on 4 frags, Cold Zero on 7. He had a couple of big rounds, but since the pistol, it's been very quiet indeed. Round number 12, double AWP setup still ringing true for Virtus.pro. We have got the AWP again, Fallen. Another full gun round, finally. 8 rounds in a row there for VP. And they're going aggressive towards mid once again. Everyone Snacks his screen. You can see, you can actually see Fallen.
And Fallen could see him, but couldn't hit the shot. Lost track of him. So it doesn't work out early on, but Pasha finds Taco. Walks in. I wasn't sure he was going to go to the right. I thought he would try and flash through, but Pasha just gets the shot down the line. Very fine line where the smoke was fading on the edges. Manages to get away as well without any retaliation. So as such, Fallen's got to try and probe out the A site and get a shot because they don't have access toward B. Fur has managed to at least push back the alley at drop, but Virtus.pro's got the advantage. They can afford to play a little bit passive. The one thing they can't afford to do is A, give up the next pick, or over-rotate and get caught off guard by execution. And Taz lower mid, waiting for a flash to come through, has Snacks climbing down, and that's going to be perfect. Fallen starts to scope above that, and Snacks' angle much more favorable in that position.
5-on-3. Natsuki Gaming is getting picked apart. It's the orbs ones again. We said that double orb setup could be problematic in some scenarios, but when they're just working defaults like this, there's prime. It's perfect, you know. And it's going to be Snacks finding the second kill, Patch with the first. Great job so far. Don't really need to overcommit. 20 seconds remaining. Neo's going to try and delay them. I think he spots one player on the upper platform here. No smokes available to slow them down, but you don't need smoke sometimes. You're just going to kill both players with the double spray down. Looking for the third as well with a pistol. Should be able to get it. Bialy finds the third kill, but nice work from Neo there. SK getting run over here. After winning the pistol, they haven't found a single thing. Snacks looking sharp. Pasha joining in with the AWP as well, and Neo to close things out. SK, they need to wake up here. Haven't got anything rolling whatsoever. Just running defaults every single round. Haven't seen any executions ready, and no one finding the frags to actually justify these defaults time and time again.
The lasers that protect the trophy, I think, is a lovely touch.
Yeah.
I really just want to go like attempt some Mission Impossible and steal it.
Yeah, just steal it.
James Bard off it. Remember when he stole the one in London?
Replaced it with the
grenade. Yeah, that's right. It was good. That was good on him. Smokes out top drop again. No boosts going up so far for the CT campaign of Virtus.pro. It's been very passive, but they've been holding and containing SK as a result. Flash will go over for Neo to get a quick peek for information. Taco boosted left side. More and more teams going back to that, by the way.
What's that?
The left, stage right T side, the far box in the corner, right. Rather than the AWP to stairs, you're covering the arch instead.
Yeah. I guess it's safe. You can't be seen by over the top of a smoke or anything like that, right?
Yeah, where Taco is right now. Good shot from Fallen, though, getting back down the drop. Now we've got an opening for SK. As he's got 2 quick kills. Missed shot from Pasha. Gives away his position. Fallen won't repeat. It also allows Taco to try and push up through the box and a flash in. He's missed everything. Fallen's able to find him in the end. 3 now for Fallen on the way through. He'll take Taz down and make it impossible for Fallen to get the ace, but he's going to do the rest of the work himself regardless. It's going to be Snacks to go down, and 9-4 as SK pick up yet another, but this puts them in a reset potential.
Well, I guess they managed to keep, how many players alive was that? It was
3.
Actually, all 5 alive.
5, you're right, I'm sorry.
So in terms of a full reset, it's not that devastating, and they should be able to get it by regardless. We'll see what happens. It's still like 4K on 3 players. As we go into round number 14, that's the first in 9 that SK picked up. That's the headline here, really. So double orb setup on the T side here. They managed to pick up all the grenades they need, double orbs. Just a single orb setup this time. The Snacks zone. He's relentless towards middle, is he not? Every single time, and this time he actually picks up the frag. FNX drops. That's not one of the orbs just yet, but still a 5-on-4. The hard work's been done for the CTs.
That is so good. Bye-bye FNX, early pick for Virtus.pro. And you're right, the reset's not as threatening this round, but it could be the following if things fall apart.
But the next round's round number 15.
Yeah, good point. Maths. You follow them better than I. Pasha, he'll take down Fur. This now makes it a 5 versus 3. Smokes to go out. Taco using that smoke to try and enter, but they're hesitant again. They don't have a lot to work with. And a spray through. Fallen's going to get tagged down to 76. Taco's got 2 flashes. He could put himself over top of those smokes, but he's wanting cold zero back into the picture. Instead, Fallen's going to go. Tries to push curiously through a smoke. The alley behind Statue.
Well, this round is falling apart.
Yeah, well, Taco gets 1. Taco gets 2. Hang on, Henry. Caster's curse. I thought I was the only one that delivered them between the two of us, but Taco's managed to find some shots. Down to 33 HP in the process. He needs cold zero to step up and find an opening. Instead of going down the drop with an op, which would be heard, And pushed in and pincered off by both Neo and Taz. He's going to bring that out to a better position at long. Molotov in, but Neo catches the shot. Cold's got to clutch it now. 1 versus 2, goes down to 50 HP, but does find the shot on Neo. And he's got the bomb to work with. A Molotov might obscure some of the vision on the cross, but Taz has elected to go to drop room instead. That's going to put him in a position to swing. He may actually even get a gap toward Cold. As bomb goes down, Taz, he's not going to overcommit because Snacks was waiting to hold the angle, and it will be another round for Virtus.pro.
Well, there it is. The Snacks there at the start of the round. FNX waiting for it as well. Gets picked off there. Snacks is time and time again go for that aggressive face and actually hitting the shots most of the time, or staying alive at least. And then funnels them back towards B, and the Orps just picking them all over the place. Neo having a great game so far as well. We're going to round number 15. So there it is. Still quite a healthy buy for SK overall, especially getting the bomb down as well. They get 5 AKs. Nades all required as well, head armor, so they're in a decent position, still up against that double orb setup, which has been so successful for VP. This is the semi-final, this is the third and final map here, and Virtus.pro putting their best foot forward here after losing the pistol. 10-4 up here, looking to pick up number 11.
Nade goes down. That one goes up as it hits the wall. Pasha is just going to wait for this opportunity to try and get a peek. Taco, he's going to go in as well. Bounce flash in through the smoke, and Neo missing a shot with the AWP at drop is going to let Fallen wrap in. Beats him to the rock position, but Neo hits the shot anyway. And Pasha's danced around behind them perfectly. 1 and 2, Cold down. Got to go for the reload. Inside the smoke, it's FNX to find 2 of his own, but bomb dropped and a man advantage again for Virtus.pro as they look to try and go 11-4. Pasha, what a half he's having out toward this B platform position. 3 in the round already. Can't find the headshot on Fur. That'll put him down, but it distracts long enough, and Taz will close it.
Pasha, an absolute monster this half. 17 kills. 11-4 for Virtus.pro. After losing the pistol, I'll say it again, that's such a huge factor. Look at the gun rounds. You can see it on the scoreboard right now. Only 1 picked up for SK. They had been shut down there. They looked uninspired. They looked like they didn't have a clue as to what they could do to break the presence on the CT side from Virtus.pro. The double orb setup against a side that's not bringing heavy tactics to the table as well can be very effective. And we saw Pasha lighting up with the orb. Same story for Snacks as well. Great B holds. VP looking very strong indeed. And SK just couldn't really get anything going there after winning the pistol. It's a T-sided map, Matt. Let me remind you that.
Yeah. Very impressive stuff from Virtus.pro. When you can compare that to someone like Na'Vi when they play on their CT side and struggle to get 5 rounds.
Well, Ben, to be fair, it's the sort of occasion where SK can still come back into it and rise. They never go down without a fight here. Big pistol, for sure. As they swap over now to the CT side, Fallen aggressive towards long A. Terrorist though, really standing. Neo's normally towards top of mid. Almost every single round in their defaults here. This one won't be any different here. So we'll be heading towards the A side, maybe commit 1 player towards A. I think it's all 5 here at this point, so should be a heavy A side attack. They've got 2 smokes and a Molotov. This kill is crucial. Fur goes down, and Taz will capitalize and start pushing up mid.
Taz and Fur, Bialy rotating back, falling down. Caught by the Glock. FNX is going to try and rotate, but already there's a Molotov in front of the vents and a smoke on the balcony.
Yeah, no kits now, no nades, smoked out, bomb down, 5 on 3.
And 3 players on the platform, excuse me, to watch that bomb as well, planted in close to the hut. Taz, Taco down. FNX going to struggle to try and get out from the hut. He's now the last alive. He'll hit a shot on Pasha, but it's going to have to be a 1 versus 5 plus defuse pistol round. We saw a 1 versus 4 defuse in New York, but a 1 versus 5 might be on another level. FNX fancies it. He's got a shot on his Snacks. He's going to go back through the vents. Spots out 1 at long. Not 100% sure where the shot came from as he looks to lower mid still. He's got to make time because, again, no kick. Can't find the shot on Bialy. Now does. Down to 2 to go. Taz and Neo remaining. But they're backing away and trying to make this even harder for him to find the kills. He's got Taz. But again, it's backed away from Neo. And there's no time, no kit. It's going to be gone. He gets 4 kills. The thought was tantalizing, but unfortunately, it's just never going to happen.
He gets 4 kills. So
he'll force buy into it.
That's what I mean. So the fact he gets 4 and he saves body armor as well, he can actually bring a Famis out if he wanted to. So the force buy, that means he can actually have quite a strong buy in the second round. I would say that's a good idea. Famis, body armor, let's do it. Let's go all in. They're actually not going to be fully forcing into this, you know. More conservative approach. Allowing Virtus.pro essentially to get to 13-4 here. They could be buying up, considering his money, they could be buying up next round with SMGs and Famises. Bit of a risk, or they could just be going super conservative and waiting for the first gun round to come in. I'm not too sure what the case is going to be there. Both options have got legs to them. I guess at this point you're a little bit desperate. Maybe they will buy up in the second. They're going to get $1,900 on top of what they already have. So yeah, Famous and Armor could come out and then SMGs around it with shotguns and stuff. That could be a possibility. Interesting prospects. Or purely just going full save for the gun round.
Ooh. Good headshot into Pasha. Taz is there to respond and take Cold down. In return, FNX Deagle tempting. Can't quite hit the headshot on Neo. And Bialy will collect Fur, meaning there's just 2 remaining. Fallen on FNX, they're going to back away as well. They've got armor on FNX. The Deagle might be worth it to have to sit one more round. 13 though already for Virtus.pro. What a start they've had to this game.
Absolutely, I agree. Well then, 13-4 will be the scoreline here. Money still won't be stable for the CTs next round. It's not the T side. There's no bomb going down for the CTs. No money bonuses here. The only thing you can hope for is get some kills with the pistols. Could be another one here for FNX. Lovely shot onto Bialy. Taken down by Neo though. Just Fallen remains. That's the player with the body armor and Deagle. Now Fallen just trying to save with the PT-50. Nothing really to salvage at this point. No reason to go hunting for him. He'll go towards drop down. Makes some noise in the process, but Pasha is watching. You can see the bullets being exchanged at this point. He's got low HP, could allow his teammates to take him down. There it is, 13-4. This is the round I'm really interested to see. Do SK Gaming force into this one, considering one of their players has 4K? I would say yes. Maybe it is. Who knows?
It's a risk, but they've got to take some to try and claw their way back into this game.
Not, you know. They're going. They were going for the full save here. They're going to allow Virtus.pro to go to 14-4 and try and claw their way back into it. It's going to take a hell of a performance to do that.
It'd be an exciting one.
Yeah, it's for sure. It's never over till it's over, you know. So I guess they're trying to give themselves the biggest possible percentage chance with it, not relying on crazy force buys or Deagle rounds, anything like that. They're just going to be going in old school, get the guns out, play the gun rounds as they should be, and it's grinded out as a unit.
Pasha nades onto FNX, and he's got no armor. That lands perfectly. 23 HP left over.
We saw in a recent interview with Pasha at this event as well that he thinks they've rattled SK Gaming as a unit. He feels that they can't handle losses like this. He feels that they're the best team in the world right now. And they're putting a pretty good case forward at the moment after losing 16-1 on Train, recovering from that, and this scoreline in the final map to knock SK out as well. Can't really argue his words at the moment.
It's definitely true. And you would have thought after a 16-1, the mental game favored SK, but again, Virtus.pro, their most experienced team. They've battled back, they've rallied, and now they're the ones in control of the whole series.
Yeah.
As another kill goes into FNX, remember he was tagged up very early on from that nade. It's going to give the B site to the bomb carriers of Virtus.pro.
Yeah, what he means by that as well, obviously, yes, SK have got experience in big tournaments. They've won 2 majors back-to-back, right, but they haven't experienced a lot of defeats. Virtus.pro, these guys, like in the late 20s, some of them, right? They've seen everything in 1.6. They've seen defeats. They've had the highs and lows. Even in this lineup, they've seen some horrible results and disappointing, crushing defeats. And as I say that, this is getting interesting. 3-on-2 now for the CTs. No kit. Still have a lot to do, but there it is. It does start to stabilize here. They're getting a bit ahead of myself. Just attacking now with the connector. Not going to be able to save a weapon here to silence USP. Yes, to do some damage to the economy, but this scoreline doesn't really matter too much. This gun round pretty much decides it all. As they can pick this up, they do have money to work with here after the conservative second round approach. Didn't force into it. Fallen with the AWP. They've got nades, M4s to work with. Don't think they have a kit just yet. Maybe an oversight on their part. You see Fallen. He has pretty much just one smoke and that's it. Picks up a decoy. No kits available for us. If the bomb goes down, that's a huge problem. That's an extra 5 seconds to the defuse, of course.
Pasha's going to lead the charge toward B. He's alone right now. He's potentially trying to get some information. Oh, watch that tag back into Neo. Down to 24 on that. As Fur comes out, the victor in the exchange of sprays at the start. But Pasha getting aggressive out toward B. Could have tried to get a lot of information, find an early pick. He wants to know exactly what the CTs are up to, and if he managed to force anything from it, there could have been a fast execution out of the A side, but that's now gone. Chance negated. They'll set for utility onto the B site instead.
Here it is, and all roads lead here for SK. A full B execution. We didn't see any of this from SK. As Virtus.pro will be bringing in that first gun round here. Taco, wide to receive. The smokes come in. He flashes towards drop down. This will be the final commitment. Cold Zera, aggressive, trying to be baited in, but the Molotovs land directly on him. Has to use the smoke now. Taco, can he step up?
Pasha downed. Taco's the one to get him, and it's going to be the M4 that gets taken out of his hands by Snacks. That's going to open up drop room as well, because the one trade and the wall, look at how much smokes are out.
Yep.
Separates the CTs. Bialy wraps all the way around. That Fenix, great response, considering he had no information, no read on where he was.
Coldzera's still there.
But Cold, that is unbelievable! Cold, arguably the world's top player, just misses a massive shot. Snacks gets the kill, and we're going to be on 15 rounds as a result, because Taz takes Fur and Fallen. That's the round gone in the hands of Coldzera.
What was that? In such a crucial situation. Like he said, Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world. He does perfectly to stay alive there. He dropped his own smoke after a Molotov comes in. He's undetected, could lock that round down and give SK the round they need to actually stay alive in this one. It doesn't happen. He whiffed, and it's 15-4. Look at the vibe of the CTs now. 4 Max 7s, FNX and a UMP. This is surely it. They can't keep alive with these weaponries. Surely this is done now.
I've never seen anything like it from Cold. He normally steps up in those moments so well, and he was in perfect position to pick up 2. He hits the guy on the right, he swings, hits the one on the left, done.
Snacks is probably wondering what the hell just happened there. He's like, how am I not dead?
That's incredible.
How do we won this round?
Could put Virtus.pro into a final against either Dignitas or Na'Vi. Shotgun's trying to bait them in where they can, but Furgon Fallen as well. Virtus.pro, it might have been 116 in the first map. They've almost equaled the difference in rounds, having picked up this one. As a result, Taco, he does pop back out to get Bialy inside of the doorway. He'll jump through the smoke as well to pick up a UMP, but that leaves him susceptible to Neo. It's going to be Coldzera, the man who whiffed last time, the last to die, and Virtus.pro. Second straight time after losing in the major. They beat them in New York, they beat them here, and they'll go back to a final. And we could get a New York rematch if Na'Vi gets through.
Well, what a semi it turns out to be there. After losing 16-1, they bounce back on the second map. Nuke, after winning both pistols, a very close affair, and completely wrecked them on Cobble. S-Skaters didn't turn up on that mop whatsoever. They weren't playing as a unit, relying too heavily on their superstars to make big plays. That just weren't happening. Solid as a rock, though. It's VP locking it down. Great first half. Still mates, of course. Looking like it was, to be fair, what a great semi-final that was overall. It had lots of up and down moments and very close situations. Nuke for me was a highlight.
And same map pool as New York, same result, even with Train going out. The question that I have is if Virtus.pro start to ban Train against them and it slips Mirage back in.
I think Virtus.pro
Virtus.pro could handle them on Mirage, so now I think Virtus.pro, I talked about, I think SK versus Na'Vi. SK as the favor in the map pool. I think it's going to be Virtus.pro as the favor against SK right now. So there's a good little triangle at the top, but Taz is ready with Alex.